Turkey. This may be a stupid question, but you ever have those rides where you feel you're fighting it in every direction? I felt I was chewing the stem, heading south, heading north, heading east, heading west. It's one of those days, the final vestiges of winter. It is -5, I think, right now, but this is it. I promise, this is it. If you want to come to Ottawa, next week is the week to come. We're going to be up in the 20s. Hallelujah. It's going to feel like August. How are you? Happy Easter, happy Passover, happy Ramadan. I think I'm covering all the bases. 40K looper, almost done, 30K into it. It's not a bad day, aside from the soul-destroying wind. Let's talk bikes. Update on the bike. If you've been following my vlog religiously, you know that I have ordered a custom steel bike out of a bike manufacturer in Toronto, Ontario called Mariposa. Process is you put $1,000 down. That saves you a spot in line, and then when they're ready for you, you put down 50% of the overall cost. That kicks off the design, and then when you're all done, painted, ready to go, you give them the other 50%, and hopefully a bike arrives on your doorstep. Custom spec, built to your exact body measurements. So the question then is, are you the type of person who is N+1 and is creating a stable of bikes, one for each occasion, one for each day of the week, one for each day of the month? Or are you the type of person that sells a bike in order to pay for the next bike? I'm not too sure what I am. How many bikes does one person need? I can't believe I'm asking that question. N+1 and -1. So why? We all get why you want to add a bike. That's a no-brainer. But why would you want to sell a bike? A couple of reasons that come to mind is number one, space, the final frontier. So maybe you want to downsize. Maybe the crib is getting a little smaller. Heaven forbid, there's no space for the multitude of bikes. So that's one possible reason to downsize. It's another. Here we go. Another ride where I'm chewing the stem. I did manage to jump on a small group though. Good to see more cyclists out today. Easter Sunday. Finances. That's another reason. Maybe you need to get rid of a bike in order to finance the next one, which is not unheard of. I think it hurts a little bit. It always hurts a little bit getting rid of a bike, because typically you've had that bike for a long time. And as you all know, each bike does something a little differently, for the most part. Whether it's the feel, the geometry, its specific task, gravel, cyclocross, road, mountain bike, you get the idea. So yeah, financial reasons. Another possible reason, kind of tied into financing or finances, is cost. Not the cost of the new bike, but the cost of keeping multiple bikes. I think at the peak I've had 5 bikes. So that's 5 chains, 5 cassettes, 5 rounds of bar tape. It adds up. Versus having 1 or 2 bikes. it makes it a little bit easier on the pocketbook. Technology changes, even in the cycling industry. So maybe you've been riding an aluminum frame, cantilever brakes, and you're like, you know what? It's time for an upgrade. Time for some carbon fiber. Time for some disc brakes. Because good luck finding rim brakes these days. Time for some wireless shifting or electronic grupo. So yeah, technology. So N+1, N-1. I haven't decided which one I am just yet with the pending arrival of the new frame, the new bike. It's expensive, so I haven't decided if I'm an N-1 or an N+1. Pay it, move on. We'll see, I'll keep you posted. Not too sure which bike I would sell anyways. Yeah, happy Easter, happy Ramadan, happy Passover. Not a very good Christian today. I didn't make my way to church at all this weekend, and it's back to work tomorrow. Sorry. But there is lots of chocolate to consume, and I think I will start on that right about now. Have a great week. We will regroup next weekend for more cycling content. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Take care.